Insuring a celebrity wedding. What coverage could look like for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? From liability to cyber risks, the couple can't afford to shake it off. Pop superstar Taylor Swift's engagement to Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce has ignited fan celebrations, celebrity commentary, and a wave of speculation about what their wedding might look like. With more than 32 million likes and counting on their joint Instagram announcement, social media has jokingly dubbed it the royal wedding of America. But while Swifties are conjuring images of couture gowns, red carpets, and romantic landscapes, insurance professionals are predicting the celebrity event could be one of the most complex special event risk scenarios imaginable. Stephanie Waldron, pictured Chief Underwriting Officer at specialized provider K&K Insurance, has overseen coverage for papal visits, celebrity funerals, and large-scale concerts. She said the possibilities for exposure are endless at a potential Swift-Kelce wedding. From live music performances to multi-venue celebrations, every activity adds layers of liability. While this would be a wedding, many of the same underwriting considerations would apply as if it were a concert or festival, Waldron told Insurance Business. The couple or their event organizer would want broad general liability coverage that addresses all the exposures surrounding the wedding and related events. Taylor, ING Insurance. What coverage could look like for a Swift-Kelce wedding? For an ordinary couple, wedding insurance typically bundles two pieces: liability protection and event cancellation coverage. But Waldron noted that for an event of this scale, cancellation would be handled separately, leaving special event general liability as the core focus. The limits would be much higher, she said. They'd want excess liability coverage on top of the general liability because of their wealth. They don't want any lawsuit, say from an injured guest, a transportation accident, or even overzealous members of the public, to potentially impact their personal assets. The more insurance they can buy, the better. Even small details could pose unique liabilities. For example, if Swift, who has been vocal about her passion for baking, whipped up her own wedding favors, she could technically face a product liability claim if a guest fell ill. She'd be better off transferring that risk to a professional caterer or bakery, Waldron said. More broadly, every contract with vendors, from bands and DJs to drone-flying photographers, would need to be ironclad. Vendors should carry multi-million-dollar liability limits and list the couple as additional insureds. That way, Waldron said, coverage flows from vendors' policies before touching the couple's own, leaving no blank space in coverage. Given Swift's massive brand, risks for a wedding event would extend far beyond food and dance floors. Paparazzi intrusion, aggressive security responses, and even active assailant scenarios should be on the couple's radar, according to Waldron. While general liability policies can respond to some of these risks, specialist active assailant coverage is now available for high-profile events. It's rare, but high-profile events can be targets, so some policies are specifically designed for those scenarios, said Waldron. There are also cyber risks to consider: a leaked guest list, a hacked live stream, or a disrupted digital infrastructure could compromise the carefully orchestrated secrecy of a celebrity wedding. Waldron said such exposures are absolutely real for an event of this profile, as are potential catastrophe scenarios, such as a transportation crash or security breach. Ultimately, underwriters would assess the size of the event, the number of people exposed, and the risks, she said. Then we model potential losses and decide whether the couple needs $1 million, $10 million, or even higher limits. Lessons from other high-profile celebrity events. Having insured other major public gatherings, Waldron said the fundamentals remain the same. Where the event is held, how plaintiff or defense-friendly the jurisdiction is, and what activities are planned. We weigh all those factors carefully to protect both the carrier and the client, she said. One area she doesn't touch is reputational risk coverage, such as whether Swift brand could be protected against a botched event or negative headlines. But Waldron acknowledged it's an area that Swift's legal and management teams would likely explore. At the end of the day, no two celebrity events are alike. Will this be a simple afternoon wedding with a limited guest list, or a week-long series of excursions? Waldron asked. The key is to understand the full schedule of events. Ultimately, it comes down to identifying who's attending, where it's being held, and which risks can be transferred. Then, as underwriters, we assess how much premium is appropriate and make sure the coverage fits the event. Related stories. Ensuring a fun time is had by all with event insurance. Insurance broking for a pope,